on SFO with your host, Steve Jamison.
Thank you. Thank you. I want to thank all of you at home for joining us tonight. And for those of you in the studio, I want to tell you I especially appreciate your taking some time out from your Christmas shopping to squeeze us into your schedule. Just think of it this way. We're doing you a favor. You're going to save money while you're here tonight, right? I don't know if you've been out shopping yet, but if you haven't, let me give you a warning. It's a madhouse out there during the week. The Christmas shopping is something else this year. Somebody told me it's so crowded down at Macy's that on Santa's lap it's standing room only, you know. This can be very painful for Santa Claus. The thing that makes it so ridiculous are the prices. On everything this year, the prices are stupefying. Christmas trees. How many people here already bought your Christmas tree? Huh? Hold your hand up. Ladies and gentlemen, and that's final testimony. Nobody is buying a Christmas tree this year. I know the problem. You haven't found co-signers, right? You know how much Christmas trees are? Have you priced them? Probably. You haven't bought anything. $30, $35 for a Christmas tree?
I bought one 10 years ago. I put up the same one each year.
You put the same one, huh? Oh, you're the guy that doesn't have any needles on his tree, right? Huh? No, just join in whenever you want. That's good. He was here at Easter. He said, no, I have my Easter basket for 25 years. That's good. Good to have you back. No, it's great because Chris... Come on. Excuse me, are you having a little club social here? Huh? Well, we're doing the show now. Yeah. No, that's good. No, that's fine. Are you comfortable? Yeah, are you? Good. What's your name?
Pauline.
Pauline, good to see you. Yeah, we're doing the show. And what's your name?
Mildred.
Mildred, good to see you.
Gloria.
Yeah, and now is this a little Tupperware party you brought to the show? Huh? That's good. What's your name?
Carmel.
Carmel?
Yeah.
Good. That's good to see you. Now, the way we usually do it, I don't know if you've ever watched television before, is that when I come out and start talking, then you don't talk. See? Now, I don't mean to... It's kind of like, remember in class back in high school? The teacher talks and then you have to be quiet. She's still talking. I can't believe it. What did she say to you just now? You couldn't repeat it on television.
A golden retriever is absolutely a marvelous dog for the growing family. They can take the exuberance of a bunch of little children running around. They love everybody in the family. They're good to train. They follow directions nicely. They're a marvelous dog. And they're affectionate, as you can see. Room for everybody. Oh, here he goes.
Wait a minute, Sundance. Hold on, Sundance.
Beautifully trained, you see. And
This is a dog. Sundance, I don't think we should meet like this.
And as I said, beautifully trained.
Lorraine,
Let's talk this
I don't know.
How would you describe Clint Eastwood as your dad? Is he a good dad?
Yeah.
Does he give you an allowance?
Best dad, the best.
No coaching. No coaching here. You get an allowance?
Yeah. Sometimes.
Sometimes? Is it a good size allowance here? Are you up to $1 yet or not?
My mom gives me $1.
Yeah.
But
Is he a...
Yeah, he gives me the list.
Yeah.
I take care of her sometimes.
Let me ask
She's
you-
good. She washes the dishes.
When you do something wrong, like not washing the dishes,
I don't wash the dishes.
but when you goof up, is he a tough disciplinarian?
Well, when...
Does he give spankings or what is he?
No.
No. Is he a pushover?
No, but when I was about 4 or 3, I broke that little vase, and he yelled at me so bad.
Oh, yeah.
It must be frightening.
You peed in your pants, huh?
To your own daughter, you would do Dirty Harry?
Huh? Well, she's a pretty good girl, though. She's pretty coordinated.
I see.
That doesn't happen often. The vase either.
Of all of the films that you've made, which is the most popular with your fans? Is there one that they always come up and say, that's the one, the greatest?
The Western Union.
Every Which Way But Loose. Well,
Take a family vote on it, huh?
Well, let's take a vote on that. Every Which Way But Loose was a...
Classic.
It was one of the most popular films I've ever done, but I don't know. People, The Outlaw Josie Wales, which was on last week, is one of my favorite films I've done.
I thought Dirty Harry was the best.
You thought Dirty Harry was this? Okay.
Is that your favorite, Dirty
That's
Harry?
also one of the ones that a lot of people come up and remark about, because that was sort of a special kind of character, wasn't it?
I can remember many years ago when you were Rowdy Yates. Did you at any time in those days envision the success that you're enjoying today? Was it a goal or did it happen?
No, it wasn't a goal. Usually, I think, in order to become an actor, you pretty well got to have the goal of just doing the job. And I was so happy to be working steady in those days. The acting profession is, you know, is a feast or famine kind of thing. Either you're doing well or you're not doing anything. And I was going through a bad siege prior to getting the Rawhide series. But then when I got that series, everything started cooking along, and at least I had a steady job, so I was just happier than a pig in slop, you know?
Or something like that, yeah. So I went to Marin and brought back a sampling of an actual Marin County survival kit, what they consider to be those bare essentials, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, the knapsack, Gucci knapsack, is part of it, but there's some interesting items here. Now, this is just a sampling. The first basic necessity from Marin kind of fooled us, because at first we assumed this was a solar reflecting panel, but on closer inspection, it turns out that it's actually a portable bedroom overhead mirror, which works very well. Use this. Yeah. Just tack that up in your tent. When the hard times come, you don't have to change lifestyle. Obviously, food is important in any crisis. We found this in the Marin Survival Kit: emergency rations, a 2-week supply of home-canned caviar preserves, ladies and gentlemen, right there. We also found this. I'm not sure what this is. Apparently, a small spoon for eating the caviar. Goes with the kit. And, of course, along with the caviar, good old water in the survival kit. Now, this is kind of state-of-the-art survival equipment. We found this in the kit. This is a vacuum-sealed pouch containing dehydrated marital aids. Little sign on the back says, "In case of rain, keep out of reach of small children." You look like you could use that, sir. Go ahead. All right. And obviously, entertainment is important if you're isolated for a long time. And we found this in the Marin County Survival Kit: a cassette recording for entertainment of Werner Erhard telling you not to go to the bathroom. That's available. This is available in 8-track also. And finally, this is maybe the most practical item in the whole kit. After years of holding out under siege, if you're going through hard times, a typical Mariner will become homesick. To protect against homesickness, this: a deodorizer scented like the interior of a Mercedes 450 SL. Yeah. That'll bring back those memories.
Told Papa take a garbage job. Papa told Mama you don't have to shout. Ain't that just like a war? Ain't that just like a war? Yeah, yeah. Ain't that just like a war? Do it every time. Okay, man.
Involved sexually with Sammy Davis, right? And his wife. How did that occur?
Well, he contacted Lou Perino in New York, the company that made the movie Deep Throat.
Who did, Sammy Davis?
Yeah, and said he wanted me. And they set it all up. Mr. Trainer loved every minute of that. That's why he kind of went along with the whole celebrity thing. It enabled him, I guess, maybe not the celebrity thing, but being around me, it enabled him to use me to be around all these people who had similar diseases that he does.
Who now? Sammy Davis?
Yeah.
All right. I guess I can buy that. But in your book, you talk about the relationship that evolved that included his wife.
Mm-hmm.
How did that occur? That seems
Oh, it was just
unbelievable.
something that they wanted. And
But this
what
is
they
a woman he's
wanted,
married
it
to today,
happened.
right?
Yeah.
Have you had any reaction from her? You had essentially in the
No.
book, I'm not telling stories here.
No, I feel sorry for her. I don't really think that it was all her idea and all something that she wanted to do.
Let me get your...
You know,
San Francisco is a
I
little
really-
windier than New York,
yeah.
so excuse me.
I don't think it was anything that she really wanted to do.
So you're saying that he forced her into a sexual
Well, I
relationship?
can't really say he
Talked her
forced
into
her.
it.
You know, I don't understand that kind of a relationship.
Whatever the pressure
know.
was, a sexual relationship evolved between the three of you.
Mm-hmm.
Have you had any feedback now that you're putting this in writing from his wife or from him?
No, none at all.
Some people say that what you're doing in writing this book, which is lurid and graphic and the language is rough and you pull no punches, they say essentially what you're doing here is what you did when you made Deep Throat or other sex films, which is to make money off sexual acts or descriptions of them.
Mm-hmm. Well, untrue, because the offers of money came long before this book did.
How do you mean?
My husband and I were offered $3.5 million 5 years ago in a Swiss bank account to do an X-rated movie together.
Go ahead, sample that. I'm not telling you if it's expensive or if it's cheap. All right? Al, I think you should be a little... There you go. Now, what does that taste like? I think that says about everything, doesn't it? Yeah, at home, can they see which is which? All right, all right, now I'm going to give you this other champagne, and you'll see what this is. Al, it doesn't work if you don't put it in your mouth there. All right, well, how would you describe that?
Oh, that's worse than the first one.
All right, all right. You know, I just realized, you're done with the test. I want to just do something. I just realized this. Can you get a close-up of Al? I want you to look right in that camera, and does he remind you of anyone? Huh? Clark Gable. Clark Gable, yeah. That's great. You could have made a living if your ears had been worse. Yeah, all right, stand over here, Al.
Okay.
All right, our next contestant. Yeah. I thought you said you could hold your booze. All right, come on in. What's your name?
Kathy Ragstad.
Kathy, we have 2 glasses of champagne, one cheap, one expensive. We want to know if you can tell the difference. Are you a connoisseur of wine?
Root beer, but I'm willing to branch out.
This may be the show, I told you. Now, at home. This one? The other one? Oh, clean glasses, sorry. I thought I was home for a second. All right, take a little sip, Kathy. All right, go ahead. Now I want you to tell me. Do you always get this excited when you drink? Huh? What's your number? I hate to think what I could do with a couple of cans of six-pack. Go ahead, I'm sorry. A sip may be enough.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
How would you describe it?
Well, it tastes a little like champagne.
Maybe I didn't explain the test. Ted, I want you to give me your introductory course for first-time ice cream samplers here at the shop.
All right, when the first ice cream we give you is this here. You try this and see if you know what it is. This is the way we start it.
Is this your own invention?
That's right.
All right. That tastes like it's got vegetables. Vegetables?
That's right.
Vegetables and ice cream?
Vegetable ice cream.
I don't want it. That tastes pretty good.
Well, it is.
That's the first time I've ever liked vegetables.
Well, that's why we made it for the younger generation.
How many different vegetables in there?
14.
14?
14 different vegetables.
Well, you got V8 beat by about 6, huh?
I sure have.
Let me put it down, and what's your next one you're going to give us?
Next one is the rose ice cream. This tastes like a rose smells.
Tastes like a rose smells. Oh, that's great. That tastes like a rose smells. Well, I guess that's what you said.
That sure does.
That's incredible. Have you tried rose? What do you make it out of?
Roses.
Well, of course, you wouldn't make it out of daisies, right?
That's right.
Okay, what's next? This is incredible.
I have a feeling people have a tough time making their decision.
They sure do. Now, the next one is shot of whiskey.
I'll try a
You'll
little shot
try
of
that.
whiskey.
All right, shot of whiskey. That tastes like whiskey. You don't put alcohol in there.
My own blend.
Your own special blend.
My own special blend.
Now let's set this one over here till just a little later. That's not bad.
All right, now what we do, we have given you 3 different flavors. Now, in order to clear your palate, you have to have a little warm water. Just take a swallow. This clears your palate.
All right, just to cleanse the palate.
That's right. Just to change the taste. That's beautiful. Very well done.
Excellent. All right, I'm ready.
Now, this is corn ice cream. Sweet corn.
Sweet corn.
Sweet corn.
You bet. You know, I'll tell you one thing. You can't fool me on this because I'm from the Midwest and I know sweet corn.
Okay, you have sweet corn.
There's real corn in
There
there.
sure is. Real corn.
Little bit of corn.
If I say corn, it's corn.
Corn on the cob and a cone.
That's right. Corn and a cob and a corn. Only it's soft.
That's delicious. You know, you could get healthy eating your ice cream.
You sure can. And fat, too.
Excuse me, I'm Steve Jamison with the television crew. I'm not sure if we're on the list. Am I checked off? Does that mean I can't get in? I can get in. Can I get in dressed like this?
Yes, you can.
That's wonderful. What's your name?
I'm going to dress up Justine.
Justine? I've read the book. Talk to you later. This is wonderful. Just a quiet Saturday night in Los Angeles. How are you? Well, from this angle, not too bad. Is that a low-cut gown, or did somebody rip off a part?
No, it was made to be this way.
It's very attractive. It is very attractive. From up here, it's wonderful. Can I talk to you for a second? Yeah. What country does your face represent?
America.
Does it?
Yeah.
That's not a bad line. Ladies and gentlemen, we've seen a lot of freaky people here. This is one of the craziest. He's all dressed up to...
I never dress this way.
I don't blame you. Tell me this.
This is my outfit.
You come to a party like this and you're dressed like you're ready to sell windows or something.
I sell windows.
I want to ask you about your pants because they're extraordinarily close-fitting.
Yes, they are.
In fact, along with the rest of the room, I have a feeling it'd be easier to take your legs off than your pants.
That's true. Do you want to try?
This is going to be a fun job. Excuse me. What's your name?
Patrick McGlynn.
Patrick McGlynn. Do you realize you have 5 o'clock shadow on your lips? What's your name?
Hi, Wayne.
Wayne?
Wayne Smith, yeah.
This is a disappointment, Wayne. You got good legs, Wayne. You know. Can you turn around and give us a little... I can't tell you how disappointed I am, Wayne, but maybe later. A dance? Good. And what's your name? George?
My name is Sonny. How are you?
Well, I was pretty good until I met Wayne. Huh?
That's my brother.
Is that your brother?
Yes, that's my brother.
You both need help.
No, he's a fashion designer. He does these.
No, I know, that's beautiful. I'm just kidding. Little joke. You're taller than I am. But you know, how do you get...
Heels.
Give us a big smile. How do you get that stuff off your teeth? Looks like fun. May dance with you later, too.